Charlie Morgan got really successful and started creating the whiteboard videos which were unique at that time. Imangaji started getting really good traction after creating the events. But there is many more creators who have followed this S-line because it's ruling all over the creator space. How this works is that they have started content creation, they have built their foundational skills and they have started getting a little traction, it's a linear growth, and after a time they have created their new unique approach to content creation and they have blown up. This is the S-line that every kind of creator actually follows. This S-line formation is seen everywhere. And this brings me to today's topic, which is how can you form yourself as a unique character and how can you actually approach this content creation in a different form than everyone else. Uniqueness. How can you actually be unique and why does it matter a lot? Well, I have a lot of proof for this. There is enough proof here how the S-line is happening in every kind of creator's journey, and what you can see is that every kind of creator has this part where they just blew up. That is just happening just like that. And here, every kind of creator did something unique which was not seen before. And that way it's easy to blow up. So let us just think about how can we actually be unique. So for uniqueness, I have two things here. Firstly, how it works. Well, we have to think about it. How does uniqueness works? So as content creators, there is a niche of the creators and there is a target audience. For example, this is red, sorry. This is a target audience for, I don't know, target audience will be people who like content. This is the target audience. Well, there's a ton of creators in this niche who are creating content for the people who like content, just creating content. That is the target audience who like creating content. Now here, as you can see, there's a ton of different dots, red, green, blue, orange, or anything like that. Now how can you actually stand out and be different than them if everyone is similar? Well, it's really easy. Well, you can be unique if you stand out from the rest, and if you do something totally different and you become a red or a black dot with no racism intended here, you can become someone who is unique from the rest because everyone is green or blue or orange or red. Then if you are different color, then you get all of the attention or most of them. So how it works is that you have to become someone which is different from the rest of this niche's people, the creators who are in this niche. So this is the first step that we have to understand how this works. The next step is how to achieve it. Well, firstly, we have to understand the niche's style. So if there are a ton of creators there, what are they creating? Well, they are creating, I don't know, talking head videos. Here they are talking, or they are creating 5 to 7 second shorts. What is the style which is usually recreated in this niche? And the step 2 for this is to create our own style. How we can create our own style is to be different from the niche's style, then we are actually unique and we are standing out. So there is this really easy way to be unique, well, to come up with something totally new. But it's easy to say, but it's harder to implement. So how? How can you actually create something which is totally new? Well, the first way is to think about it until you have it. But this comes to a problem of creating a new color. I don't know if you heard about it or not, but if I would say to you right now that create a new color which you haven't seen, could you? Well, no, because your imagination does not enable you to create a new color. We cannot comprehend or cannot understand how a new color looks like. So we cannot easily create something totally new. So if you are just sitting down and thinking, well, what is new, what is something totally different, that is really hard to do. So this is not the best way to do it, but this could work. You can sit down and think about it until it works. But this is not the best way. The next way, which is my way of how I did it, the first is to collect all of the styles. So in order for you to create a new style, you can create a new style from these styles. So if you have, I don't know, you have checked the niche and there is, I don't know, 5 different styles of creation, this represents a 5, then what you can do is list them all. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you can write down your needs. What I mean is how you want your content to look like. You can come up with a solution. For me, when I did this, let me check up quickly. I have been looking for the styles and I have found actually 22 different styles and I have mixed them and I have come up with my own solution. So if I just quickly drag in here my page, you can see that I have this inspiration, which is here you can see 22 different styles. So box type videos, talking head, b-roll plus sound, 5 to 7 second shorts, pictures, Miro, whiteboard, 3 layers, contrast, recording phone, whiteboard, or just white, black and white, and the random talking head. There's a ton here, and I have collected all of that, and I have written down my needs, and I've came up with a solution. Now, what you can do here is you can check the link down below, because there will be a link of all the styles which I have already found, and I'm updating every time I find a new style. You can check it out and you can use it for your own advantage in order to create your own style. Now, when you have all your styles written down and you have all your needs, then you can come up with a solution. For example, I was looking at what kind of styles exist. My needs were, I don't want b-rolls, I don't like them. I wanted to provide value in my videos, and also I wanted to make sure that it doesn't take 5 hours to edit one video. So these were my needs and I had to create a style about it. So what I did is I've created it. I have, for example, I can say that I can create some kind of video which is like recording myself with a phone, and it will be a box type or square type, and then talking head and showing things on the whiteboard. So how it could go is I would create a layer, so contrast, first and second, and I don't know, here I would be talking in a phone. So what you could see is myself recording myself with a phone, and the next two would be recording myself while writing something on the whiteboard. So this could be a different and unique approach to this representation of how this looks like. So here I'm talking about something, and here I'm drawing something on the whiteboard. This is an example of how could this go. This doesn't take millions of times to do, it doesn't require a lot of time, and also I'm providing value, because this is one of the key important elements for me when creating my style. Now, come up with a solution. This is what you have to do. As you have understood what is your style, you can go and create your own solution to it after listing all of the styles. And as I have mentioned to you, you can go and check the link down below. There will be a Notion doc where you can see what kind of styles exist in order for you to make sure you have the right style created for yourself. Now, if this is done for you, what you have to do is go for the next part. From uniqueness, we have to go to the next part, which is unique approach. What is a unique approach to content creation? Anything which is not on the platform, or anything which is not usually visible. Because as I have stated, creating a unique look and a unique approach to content creation is the way to actually stand out and go from a starting journey point to blowing up. So what is a new unique approach to content creation? So if everyone is doing talking head videos, for example, you should try a totally new form of talking head video, or try something totally different. It all revolves around being totally different in everything. And for example, with Charlie Morgan videos, what Charlie Morgan did is that everyone was doing the same type of guru videos with no value or no real reason to why a viewer should watch the video, then change it to a in-depth whiteboard videos with a lot of value. So there was a value in there, and there was a real reason why a viewer should watch it. And this way, Charlie Morgan blew up quickly, very, very quickly. He blew up. The question is, what people are doing in your niche, and how can you be different there? So how can you be a guy who is different than the rest of the people in that niche? How can you look different? How can you speak different? How can you present the same things different? In the same things, I mean, let's say if we are all talking about how to create content, how can you present this idea differently than everyone else is doing? And if you have that, then you're much faster going to get a lot of traction. And this is one of the key elements to blowing up, because as I have analyzed a ton of creators, I have actually a video about this you can watch. This is what I call the S-line. And every kind of creator here created something unique and they just blow up. And I have talked about what to do here also on that video. You can check that out. But this is what you need to do in order to go and blow up. You have to do something totally unique. You have to do something really different that people are not used to. People are not really in a method of thinking that the same. So if you just pull up your phone and you start going through and scrolling, what you will see is that almost every kind of video is the same as the one before. So there is no difference. So if something is really unique and it's something is popping out and it's different from the rest, then it's going to attract a ton of attention. There's a ton of actually psychological laws which proves this. One of my favorite is the novelty effect, and it shows how if something is new and novel, it's going to attract more attention. It tends to get more attention from people. So this is what you have to do to create your own unique approach to content creation. And for this, I can actually advise you some mental models which you can use in order to understand it. So if you think about it, with Charlie Morgan, what Charlie Morgan did actually is that he inverted it. So what you can do is inversion. Inversion is a mental model which states that if you want to achieve something, we go through its opposite. So for example, if I want to define what is focus, but that is a really hard question, what I can do is I can go from the behind or the opposite, and I can say that, well, if focus is the act of not being disturbed, if we are not focusing, then we are disturbed, so the act of focusing is not being disturbed. So this is what focus means. Focus means not being disturbed. And we have gone and achieved these results by the inversion. We have inverted what focus is, well, it's being disturbed, and we have got the results of actually, then it means that we are not disturbed. So how you can implement this is look at what people are doing in your niche. So this is what people are doing, I don't know, X, Y, Z. And what you can do is totally invert it, and you can be A, B, C. And you will be the guy who will catch the attention rather than everyone who is the same, doing the same X, Y, Z things. You will be totally different and you will catch the attention. Now, this is how you can be unique. And what I would advise you to do right now, if you're a content creator, agency owner, coach, consultant, or anyone related to content creation, there's a link down below where I and other eager creators can help you get more views and make more money. Check it out it's in the link down below. It's not free, it's paid, but I know I can help you with it and other creators. So, see you later.